Hi, this is Terry, and this is a class for chronic back pain. Chronic back pain usually lasts 12 weeks or longer. So we're going to start gently. We have a chair, we have a mat. Very simple tools everybody can use at home. We're just going to stand gently, and if you're feeling some discomfort, you can sway or move gently as you need to. We're just going to stand up, find our feet under our ankles, our knees under our hips, and start to gently breathe through our nose, inhaling. And as we exhale, we're going to go into a ha. We'll do that again. Ha. Now we'll do that with our mouth closed. We inhale through our nose. This is a gentle, sort of a half ujjayi breath. So today's class, the theme today is Apagarya, which is our non-grasping. It's centered around being content with what you have and where you are, non-attachment. And it's a yama. And then along that we have a min-yama that goes with it, santosha, which is contentment. So no matter where we are in our journey with pain, there are places to be content. So if we are content with what we have and let ourselves be open for something different, it can change the story, change how we feel about what's happening. So let's go ahead and take our right hand on the top, left hand underneath, and press it against our belly while we take a couple more of our breaths. This is a Ganesh mudra, remover of obstacles. We're going to let go of the obstacle, holding on to our story, holding on to our version of us with pain. Let's take one more breath. And then as gently and effectively as you can use your chair. We'll turn around, place our hands on our thighs, hinging, taking our hands to the chair. Go ahead and let yourself down easily. And we'll spin around. You can move the chair out of the way if you'd like to, a little bit. But we're going to come around and go to constructive rest position. You can keep your head by your chair or your feet by your chair. Grab one knee, very gently make your way down. Laying on the floor, feet pressed into the floor, big toes spread out from pinky, center of the heel, legs hip width. We're just going to breathe easy. Allow the earth to hold us. Allow our back, our spine to be fully rested. Knowing that you can do whatever you need to do to be comfortable. We're going to let go. Let go of what we're holding on to, non-grasping, contentment. And let's first think back while we're breathing here. Maybe, just maybe, there was something today, yesterday, that we thought of or said that did not reflect the letting go or the contentment. Bring that to your mind. Or another thing you may tell yourself, or you may hear. And we're going to go ahead, bring our hands in front of our mouth, and we're going to whisper what it is into our hand. And hold on to it. And feeling content and feeling lighter, we'll go ahead and just throw it to the wind. And let our body begin to feel lighter already. With that being said, we'll start with some very gentle pelvic tilts. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, just gently tip that tailbone up. Let the lower belly press in, lower back into the floor. And on the inhale, let it just go back to natural. We'll do this with our breath several more times. Just easy sensation, just very gently. Always knowing that if this does not resonate with your body, you're welcome to do what you need to do. You do you. Let's find one more of these gentle pelvic tilts. We'll come back to a neutral position. Release. Let that earth cradle our back. And we'll just gently start rocking side to side with the breath. Just without force, just a gentle, supple movement. Just like a wave of that lower hip area, lower back, side to side. Maybe feeling a little bit of a massage movement as your back alternately goes side to side on the floor. Let's find that last one. And take a breath again. In the spirit of non-grasping, we can say to ourselves as an affirmation, I am not my pain. Something so much more than that. We can walk our feet in a little bit more. Walk our shoulders down away from our ears and start with some very gentle bridging. So take the pelvic tilt just a little bit bigger where you're comfortable. We'll inhale. On our exhale, we'll just gently lift and release. And let's sense the back of our body. Sense the hips, the gluteals, the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. Some people may say that the core is the belly and the back. But your hips, your gluteals have a lot to do with your core. Let's find one more of these. So we want some strong seat muscles, and we're going to bring it up and just breathe easy. Inactive gluteals can really make it harder for our back to feel better. And then we'll bring it down. We'll go ahead and bring one leg up then the other. Hands behind the knees or above, what feels best for you. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, just gently pull the knees in, remembering to move mindfully in a place of comfort, but also knowing the difference between working through a little bit of stiffness and something that is not body friendly. I am not my pain. And then with a nice easy breath, we'll bring our feet back down the floor, and we're going to turn around. I'm going to flip. You go however you feel comfortable. You probably want your head near your chair. We're going to come into all fours. Nice and easy. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. On an inhale, we're going to lift our heart forward, tailbone back. Going into a series of cats and cows. Seeing if we can initiate the movement from the tailbone. Feeling that gentle ripple through the spine, softening of the movement. Letting our head move gently with our body, knowing that our head is a natural extension of our spine. And we'll exhale one more time. And back to a neutral position. This time we're going to shift our hips to the left, look over our left shoulder with our left eyeball. And come back into the center. Inhale, exhale, this time shift the hips to the right. So we're wagging our tail gently. Doing a little bit of a supported, or a moderately supported, lateral flexion. Moving our spine 6 directions every day. Gentle, supple movements. Let's go ahead. One more time. And bring it back to the center. Let's take a nice full breath, and we're just going to go ahead back into gentle child's pose. Your hands can go wherever you feel best. Reaching out, head dropped. And feel the breath this time now. Feel it as it expands into the back of the body a little bit more. Maybe that feels like it's caught. Maybe it feels wonderful because it's an expansion we don't get often. Let's just enjoy this sensation. Let it go. I am not my pain. We'll go ahead and rock back up. We're going to reset our arms and legs. We're going to go ahead and just take our right leg behind us. I'm turning patty corner so you can see better. And our left hand out, pinky finger. And we're just going to inhale. Exhale, just feel the support. And maybe 3 times. Inhale, float the arm and leg. Exhale, tap it down. Let's find that 2 more times. Simple. Simple, gentle, going to the point where your body says, this is good. And down. Excellent. Let's go ahead and replace our arms and legs. Full breath. Let's go ahead and put the left foot out. Toe tap that big toe. Right pinky finger. And just feel the support. We had the earth cradling our spine. Now it's cradling our hand and our shin and knee, helping support us. And we feel our belly pulling up and in. We're going to inhale. Gentle lift. Exhale. Just let it float. Just a little different perspective when you say to float versus lifting. Let's feel the floating. And bring it down. Excellent. Open the arms and legs. Option to wiggle a little bit. Do what feels good to you. Heading towards our chair. I'll turn again. We're going to go ahead and place our hands on the chair and press ourselves up. Take our right foot to the outside edge of the chair. We're just going to press forward. You can use the chair for support. And we're going to breathe as we rock back and forth. Gently. A gentle lunge. Inhale here. We're feeling the front of the left hip. Exhale. Very gently. Keeping our spine in alignment. Feeling the back of the right thigh. Do that one more time. Easy flow. And exhaling. And we'll come back into that lunge. Place the hands to the chair. Press up. And go ahead and replace the right leg with the left on that left side of the chair. Go ahead and press forward. Remember, if this feels uncomfortable, you can go to your forearms. We're trying to extend from the tailbone to the top of the head. Just feeling that length. Inhale, front of the right hip flexor area. We're going to exhale and just gently release through the back of the left leg. Inhaling, breathing softly, just testing the waters, taking the movements to the place that feels healing for our body. Remember, we're changing the perspective, not just with our thoughts, but with our body itself and its reactions. And we'll come back up one more time. Walk the hands in. Go ahead and take the leg around. We're going to pull one foot up, tuck back toe, press up, walk ourselves out, softening the knees as much as we need to. Remembering, most of our weight stays in our feet, our legs are a little wide. Into a supported down dog. Taking an easy breath here. Lower belly is gently pressed in and tailbone. Reaching towards the back of the room. Softness in the knees. We're letting go of expectation here, what this should look like. And we're just going by what this feels like. And very gently. I'm going to rock it forward. Oh, look at that, we're doing a plank. We'll walk our feet in, about the width of the chair. Soften the knees forward. Let the forehead or the top of the head look in, towards the knees. Into an easy forward fold. Place one hand, then the other hand on the thighs. Lift the heart, and we'll walk our hands up our thighs with support, all the shoulders down and back. And take a breath. Just for a moment, I'll face you, you stay where you need to be. Coming back, facing our chair, keeping our breath even and calm. We're going to inhale up through our mountain pose. Let that tailbone just gently drop naturally removing tension, breathing tension out of the lower back. Exhale, we're going to hinge our hips, grab the chair. Now you have the option, I'll move back for option 2, to let the head go to the inside. Forehead can go to the top of the chair. We can drop and look towards the knees using support. We're going to inhale through a half lifted position. Place our right foot to the center of the chair, our left foot back. Option to stay here in lunge or to walk our hands up our thighs. Gentle lunge. Exhale, take the hands back in. We're stepping back, reaching back through our tailbone, taking our time into down dog. Yes, you are doing a sun salutation with a chair. We're just, now here comes that. Easy, easy, easy plank. We'll stick our left foot right there between the rungs of the chair and the legs. Option to stay here and lift the heart, or to walk the hands up the thighs, arms of choice. Once again, honoring our body, hinging gently. 1 foot width of each leg. Exhale, nose in. Inhale into a half lifted position. Staying with that extended spine, we're going to bend the knees. Take our hands to the back of the chair, lift the heart. Belly in. Breathe. That was magical. We are now in chair pose. And come on. Take a breath. Let's go ahead. We'll take our hands to our hips. Just loosen the hips. Go ahead and figure eight the hips a little bit. I'm turning again. You stay where you are. So just let it go. Let that movement feel softer and more supple. Still facing the chair. And take the right foot to the center. We're going to gently step back, turn that left foot out, and find our warrior 1. Let's feel the toes, big toe, pinky toe, center of the heel on the front foot, and maybe just a little bit more on the pinky toe side, drawing up through that left thigh. Just letting the tailbone drop. And you can adjust the width of your legs anywhere you need to. And we take the tension out of our lower back. And just let the tailbone drop like a plumb line in a natural feeling. And then if it feels okay, squaring the shoulders to the front, only as much as we are comfortable. Take another breath right here. And then taking this movement a little bit bigger, stepping back, turning the foot perpendicular to the front. Lined up on the short end of the mat, we'll take our arms out and we'll find a gentle warrior 2 here. Maybe for a moment we power pose. I am not my pain. There you go. Inhale, we're going to reach up with that right arm. Reaching long versus reaching over. Let's think of length. Length and strength. We'll take it back. Okay. Very gently, we're going to hinge. Place our hand to the front of the chair, rotating left shoulder over the right. We're going to lengthen back, reach back through left hip, lengthening through the right thigh into a supported triangle. Breathing easy for 3 full breaths. We're going to bend the knee again to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and cartwheel the hand forward, but take the body and the back foot with you. Hands to the chair. Go ahead and adjust your feet. Step in into a forward fold. Inhale. Lift the heart. Hands to the thighs. Press up. Roll the shoulders down and back and take a breath. I will switch my chair. You stay where you are as we get ready to do the other side. Just hands simply to the hips. Feel the hips, feel the support as we step back into a very gentle warrior 1. Making sure our knee is over the ankle, pressing into the outside, and pull up through that thigh muscle. Let our legs support us. Let them help us in our journey. Breathing. Very simple. Allowing, once again, breathing a little release into lower back. Belly is working. And then we're going to take a step back, turn the back foot out so it's perpendicular with the front. We'll find our arms in warrior 2. Can we take a full breath here and look forward? One hand in the in the past, one hand in the future, and we're right in the center. Let's go ahead and take that left arm up, reaching long. Ribcage gently moving away from the hip crest. Not trying to actually arrive anywhere in particular, just working with that sensation. We'll take our arms back up. Very gently turning the body, using the control of that side waist area. We're going to go ahead and stack our right shoulder over left. Go ahead and draw back through the left leg gently. Pull inner thighs a little bit towards each other. Reach back with the right hip. How long and tall can we be in this position? As if we're putting the backs of our hands, backs of our shoulders, and our hip against a wall. Remembering our head is a natural extension of our spine, so keeping our head long. Using that discipline, that self-control, to find the pose that works for us versus the pose the way we think we should have to do it. And we'll bend our knee forward. Go ahead, cartwheel the hand forward. Go ahead, turn the whole body, turn the back foot. Go ahead and adjust what you need to. Belly in. Head in. Forward, forward. Just pausing here. You can move your feet back if you need to. We're going to go ahead and let the head drop to wherever we're comfortable. Let the belly be resting on the thighs. One more breath like this. We're going to go ahead and make our way down. So you have the option to keep the chair nearby for final relaxation, or you can move it out of the way. We're going to swing around and make our way onto our belly, actually. So head either near your chair or legs, probably legs if you want to do legs up on the chair later. We're going to rest with our forehead on our hands. 3, 4 nice full breaths into our lower back area. Feeling as if we have a hand on the lower back. And we're going to go ahead and take our hands down by our sides. With an inhale, roll the shoulders down and back. We'll pull that lower belly button area kind of up off the floor, as if we were pulling it off the floor. We're going to float our heart forward, reaching long through the top of our head, just going to a place that is comfortable for us. Holding, breathing. We can hold our body, but still breathe. There's always room for air, just like there's always room for jello. And just when you think your body might be saying, hey, nope, you can go ahead down. And this time, take a breath, 2 breaths into the lower back. And this next time now, as we inhale, we keep our head lower. Look at it and see if it feels okay to float our feet a little bit. Feeling that perhaps you feel the muscles of the seat. Let's go ahead and find that lower belly area. Press it in, a little bit more support. And we'll release it. Pressing gently back. Pausing, maybe wiggling. And making our way onto our back. You don't have to come up. You can go right back down and just flip over. We're going to go ahead and walk both feet over to the right side of the mat and take the left foot on top. And then we're going to reach our hands, grasp right hand around left wrist, leaving our hips. We're going to reach both hands to the right, only as much as is comfortable, into a crescent moon, and just breathe, feeling that lateral flexion. Fully support it now. And we'll bring it back into the center. Go ahead and move the feet back to the center, over to the left, cross the right foot over. Take the finger, gently grasp the right wrist. Hips are going to stay where they are. Then we're going to take our upper body now towards that left side of the mat as we're breathing And feeling that side body on the right gently opening. Maybe we have sensations in other places. Where are they? And what are they telling us? Calm the breath. Keep the breath even. As we change the perspective. We'll bring our hands and head back into the center, legs back to the center. Place our left foot on the floor. Take both legs out to the edges of the mat. Keep the shoulders down, arms wide. We're just going to let our hips rock a little bit side to side as we drop our knees one side to others. Gentle, once again that word. Windshield wiper. Let it go side to side. I am not my pain. I am something so much more. Let's find one more here. We'll walk the feet back in and go ahead and hug both legs. Let's grab behind the knees with our legs extended just a little bit, maybe a half extension. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, gently pull the legs towards the belly. And inhale again, release. Exhale, pull towards the belly. Let's find that one more time. As we pull, we do try to keep that sacrum into the floor. And we'll bend the knees. Take the arms out to the side, option to use support as we bring our knees up and over towards the right elbow and turn our head away in a simple twist. Never as simple as it seems. Taking our right hand to the top of the thigh if that serves us. Let's find one more breath. Release the hand back to the floor. Belly engages. Press the arms. Press through the lower back. Bring the knees back in and pause. Just rock it out. Just feel that gentle massage against the floor. And we'll take it up and over to the left. Being mindful, of course, and we'll turn our head and look away. Top hand can go to the top of the thigh if we choose. Always mindful. If we feel sensations in our lower back, we may want to check our hip angle and make sure our knees are pulled up, maybe hip to belly button height. Or we want to place something under our knees so that we don't go quite as far. We'll place our hand back on the floor, engage the lower belly muscles, press the back into the floor, pull it in, and rock it out one more time. And go ahead. Go back to constructive rest position with your knees in, or if it's comfortable, you can lay on your back for our final relaxation. Closing the eyes. Slowing the breath. Concentrate as we breathe in and we breathe out. Feeling the heaviness of the body on the floor. Imagining and visualizing pretend we're looking at an MRI of our back. And look at the places that you think may need some changing or may need some attention. Just see them in your mind's eye. Now let that area be surrounded with the color red. Visualize it surrounded by a bubble of red. And as you start to deepen and slow the breath a little more, imagine we're breathing in the color blue, sending it down to the bubble of red. And as they meet, and we exhale, We exhale the color purple. Continuing this, changing the story, changing the visualization, changing the ideas. And eventually, we notice there's no more blue to breathe, it's all purple. The bubble is no longer red, it's purple. Soothing, calming, purple. Color of our third eye, indigo, and crown chakras. It depends where you look, it's what color it is. Feeling the soothingness of the change of perspective, the change of color, the change in our mental MRI. 3 times we think this to ourselves. I am not my pain. I am so much more.